Hi everyone, in this video what we are going to talk about is our take-home fairy garden kit. We are going to explain the items that you will have received, how you are going to assemble your fairy garden, and then at the very end we're going to talk about what you would need to do if you plan to enter this for fair. Now we do know some of these are going to be given out for both Clover Kids and for 4-H members, so we're going to talk about the difference of what you would need. So let's specifically look at our supplies. You will have received a bag of various fairy garden items. These are ones that we supply for you. You can always add more. You also will have received 2 succulent plants. You are also going to have received a planter a terracotta base bowl, and then a bag of soil. What you will need for this that was not supplied is a base saucer that you will need to enter with your fairy garden pot. All right, let's talk about what we are going to do to get started. So we are going to go ahead and start by adding in our bag of soil into our pot, in our container. So we tried to put into our bag enough soil for you to get started with your fairy garden. If you wanted to add some mesh or something along the base to keep all of the soil from falling out, you can. It will eventually not drain out to the bottom, but we just did add, like I said, you can have that saucer there if you need it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. So I have about a little bit more than a 1/2 inch left from this. I'm going to break up some clumps. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and add in my plants. You will have received 2 different succulent plants, one that we would consider a big or a tall, and another that would be a bit smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and plant those. My one is ready to get out of its container, so I'm going to just set it off to the side. So easiest thing to do, go ahead and figure out where you're going to plant those. I'm going to go on my side. You will want to save any plant tags that are in here. You should have received a informational sheet that should give you also an idea on ones that do not have plant tags. You will need to note when you enter into fair what are the different types of succulents that you have. So, all right, I have this guy in here. I'm going to kind of break out his little roots. I'm going to need to go a little deeper in here because I want to make sure that he is about even with the rest of my container. And I'm going to add more soil in there in just a little bit. For now, I'm going to go ahead and come over here. Get ready to plant my next container plant. So this little guy. Just dig him a little deeper. And then I can always come back in and fill in more with some of my extra soil. All right, let's go ahead and start with adding some of our decorations. Now, for a fairy garden, we are going to include miniaturized little items. You can include some rocks or some little other items to decorate as much as you want. You can make a little path. You can make a little walking area for them. This is all for you in your design. So whatever you choose to do. So because I have a couple of different items here, I'm going to set this about here so you can kind of see. All right, so you will have received some big items, some small items. It's really up to you. I am going to go ahead and use my fence because I think it kind of looks like a big old cactus over here. So I'm going to set my fence into my garden space. I'm going to set him down to be in there. I also have a table for my fairies, so I'm gonna get them in here. So when you are creating a fairy garden, you're kind of creating a little miniaturized scene. So that is something that you will be evaluated on as you go through. So I am going to create just a little teapot setting for my areas. I might include some rocks or little pebble pieces within them. This is where you can get as creative as you would like, or include things. You can even, if you want to, glue items down. So I might glue that there. Looks like they got a pack of chili peppers. Okay, I might actually move this over because they might have a little pathway back here to my little garden. So I might eventually include some rocks. Now, like I said, I would fill this back up, but for the sake of this video, I am just going to include a smaller garden portion where I'm going to have some different plants that are growing and some different food items. So I have little mushrooms over here. And I might even have a little ladybug that I'm going to include along my way. You can, like we said, get as creative as you want with your fairy garden. So like I said, some additional items maybe you're going to want to include could include some pebbles. Maybe you want some little rocks as you go along the way. Maybe you want some sand in there. So the things that you're going to want to include for sure are going to include the plant varieties with your items. So make sure you do not get rid of your tags. All right, let's talk about specifically what we need if we're going to enter into fair. You are going to find your fairy miniature gardens in the section within houseplants. I'm going to turn back here. So our houseplants, so you will need to have in here designed by a 4-H'er. It must include in there containers no bigger than 12 inches in diameter, inside opening measurements, dish gardens, fairies, or miniature desert garden items, maybe up to 12 inches in diameter. Any container that has a grown plant that is greater than 12 inches in diameter will drop a ribbon placing. So the ones that we have here, the big ones are just at 12 inches. All right, so let's look here. Miniature scene contained in an open container. Garden needs to have an imaginative theme and miniature accessories, label varieties or cultivars for each plant. So that is where you are going to include your plant tags. So you want to make sure that you have them with you. You can attach that on a separate sheet of paper. You will want to also make sure that you do have a saucer for the bottom of your piece. That is one thing that we do not have in there. All right, which is right here. I know we saw it in there, it just hadn't hit it. So you must, for classes 60 through 65, we are class 64 down here, you will need to have a saucer to catch your drainage water. So make sure you include that with the base. We do not have that. If you are a Clover kid, all you need to do is bring in your fairy garden container. You do not need to include any additional entry information except a sticker on the bottom that includes your name on it. So we do not lose that. So, all right, that is everything for our fairy garden project and take-home kit. We talked about the supplies that were included in your workshop. We talked briefly about how to assemble your fairy garden and things you can include that were not included. Additionally, we went over what you would need to do if you are planning to enter for fair. A very simple project, a fun afternoon, and something to continue on as you grow. You can always add in as you want to. If you want to save some of the basic pieces from your fairy garden until closer to fair, that is a great idea. That way they don't get washed away or lost. If you have it outside or in a window, and it gives your plants a chance to establish themselves. So a couple of different options for you. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at the Extension office. We'd be happy to answer. Otherwise, we hope you have enjoyed this project and happy planting.